try to stay up front. Unfortunately, he's going to lose it in the first lap. Hopefully, he'll get in line and try to mitigate the damage, but losing those couple spots could be very costly.
Yeah, Joey Logano back in that 22 car. He started on the inside. He's back there in 5th right now. He also stayed out.
Field a little more respectable as they go through turn 1, Marty.
Well, Chastain trying to make a move on Joey Logano there.
Oh, and the 77 goes around. Balicki bringing out the 3rd caution of the day.
That looks like hard contact there.
Something or tire down.
That is big contact. He's mentioned tire down. Left sides both look like they have air in them on this side. We can't see the right.
Stage 1 winner with only 8 cars on the lead lap.
And again, fanning out. 3-4 wide.
9 car
They're not green. Why are they still showing the caution?
They know he's there. Everybody kind of backs out a little bit. Now we're 3 wide, a few rows. It's always difficult on the cars on the bottom. They can't get through the gears. You see the momentum the top has.
Here's what I was thinking. Do they know if he's there?
Yeah, you hope they do.
Harrison Burton with a great restart there. He's moved back up to 2nd. Bubba Wallace the 3rd. Kyle Busch there in 4th and around. It looks like, yeah, the 11 of Denny Hamlin around through the tunnel.
Man, I wonder if this is bad luck because Denny Hamlin. Oh, his toe links broke too. Wait, never mind. Looked like it was.
What might have happened down in that corner?
And Denny Hamlin and Kurt Busch both having bad luck. Kurt Busch with concussion. Denny Hamlin spins out. You saw what happened. Denny Hamlin went airborne whenever I did my race for inside line. If you've seen it at Pocono.
So the tires
and then
up.
Kurt Busch also hit the wall and blew up and flipped about 60 times, 6 times. Then he flipped once. Kurt went through the air and barrel rolled.
A little help from behind, or nope. A little bit.
They're just on the apron.
And just loses it. Gets on the apron a little bit. De-wedges the car. Got those bumps there as well that could have upset the car.
There's a great shot of it. Look how low he is right here. Left side turn. Much less banky down there on that apron. And it's rough. Wonder if those two things collectively all got jammed up right here.
Well, after that radio earlier in all that conversation about wheel damage, you know, that looks to me like just an accident. I don't see anything wrong with the car other than you got 2 on the apron. You guys agree? I mean, I didn't see any smoke, any tires pointing the wrong way before he started to spin out. I think that was just a wreck, not a mechanical issue.
Back on pit road, the 11 of Denny Hamlin running up front. I'm actually wondering, who is the bigger historian?
In the race, you can eliminate an entire stop versus the rest of the field. Sounds like that would be the play to make here.
Yeah, people are thinking these guys are a stop behind. They're actually a stop ahead, and it starts with the race leader, Eric Jones. Lap 47, Hamlin 43, Dillon, Austin Dillon, Stenhouse, McDowell, Corey LaJoy. I'm listing all the guys that this is going to apply to, and basically they are going to run to somewhere between 6 and 3 laps to go in this stage. Come down pit road, put 4 tires and fuel on. When the caution comes out for the stage, they're going to stay out, cycle to the lead. So they really are a pit stop ahead of the rest of the field. Everyone has to make 2 more pit stops, so these guys are going to do it before. Now, the interesting thing is, will Blaney and some of these guys hit with them and try to jump onto their strategy?
Ryan Blaney there in that 3rd position. Glass stopped on lap 31, and he asked, what are we waiting for? In fact, screamed it on the radio. That was about a lap ago. They said, we're coming in 4 to 5 laps. So, Steve, if you're Jonathan Hassler, what is the wait for? And what are you telling your driver when he's panicking, seeing everybody else stop?
Well, you have to figure out exactly where you want to be in fuel windows, and like I mentioned earlier, the time of how much fuel you're putting in the car. Ryan Blaney, I know he's panicking because he's losing the spot to Jones and Hamlin, but his crew chief, I don't believe is racing those 2, or like I said, he's going to try to flip over and jump onto their strategy. That's why he's going to try to run it out as long. To be honest, there's a lot of options, which is great for a crew chief. That's why I love this racetrack. It can be complicated, but man, you are standing there with a lot of options in your roadmap strategy.
As a driver, though, Steve, I want to know, what are we doing? Like, I want to understand the strategy. I feel like I'm out there by myself. I know my tires are old. My car's not driving like it wants to. I see people passing me. Why are we doing this? I just want to understand. I don't want to make the call, Junior, but I do want to know why we're doing this.
Information is important to some and not to others. Jeff, for sure, I think you're one I would have to lay it out to. You know, you would want to know.
So Blaney has fallen back to third. It's Eric Jones out front. Denny Hamlin up to the second spot.
And 1 and 3 on entry, tight off. At one point he said, I'm just trying not to wreck this thing. 4 tires for Rambling as they hold him for getting that fuel cell completely full.
There's your example, Rick, right? When you're almost out of gas, you can change tires quicker than you can put fuel in your car. It does slow down your stop.
Eric Jones still out front, has about a second lead over Denny Hamlin running second.
Is Dad posting a farewell to his favorite college freshman? No. He's switching his choice cashback category to gas. The road to college can be emotional, but also rewarding.
With the Bank of America customized cash rewards card, you just can't stop getting rewarded.
Hank driving up through the field now in the top 3. He passes Bubba, slides up in front of the 23 to take his line away. 11, almost squeezes the 43 of Jones into the outside wall off of 2. Jones fights hard to be able to take that position back. What a battle. 5 down for the 4 car of Harvick.
Tunnel turn once again. Remember, that was where Denny Hamlin was down on the apron and slid. This time, no problems through there as Harvick looks to the inside. He's going to try to get by Bubba.
They were terrible in practice. You got to give them a lot of credit. Rodney Childers and his whole team really worked on this 4 car for Kevin. He has a lot of speed now. Getting better and better throughout the race.
I asked Kevin this morning, what do you think you have? He said, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
And he said it's a result of 100 different small things, including making the car better, but also Kevin getting more comfortable with this new car. He was one of the drivers, the veteran drivers, that struggled initially with this next-gen car, slowly but surely learning what to do and what he can do with this car, Marty.
For the last stop.
About a 1 or a 2 tight off a 2. That's about it. Everything else seems pretty good.
So, Steve, as someone who listens to a lot of Kyle Busch radio,
Closing in on the end of stage 2, all of those playoff predictions that we talk about road courses in Daytona, well, why not Pocono? I mean, what happened last week with Christopher Bell in New Hampshire?
Harvick's outside of that playoff window right now, as is Eric Jones in the 43. Junior out. Mark Truex Jr. right now running in the 12th position. Blaney also right now just in on points as he's under attack from the 43 of Jones, trying to take that 3rd spot away.
And Derek can stay alongside right here. Yeah, we've seen this multiple times. Eric Jones.
Hamlin looking.
Good momentum into the corner, though. Blaney will try to roll on the outside.
He does. He fights hard to be able to keep this spot. The side draft from the 43 is coming. Look how close they have to get. They have to be that aggressive to make it work. They learned it has in previous years.
Where does Hamlin go? Who's he going to try to push? Oh, Hamlin got really tight right there.
Off turn 3. And again,
That's for 3rd, 4th,
win
and
of the
5th.
stage goes to Kyle Busch.
Oh,
A photo finish between the two for that 3rd spot, and it goes to Blaney. Blaney gets Eric Jones for the 3rd position. Hamlin is 5th. Harvick, William Byron.
Not Eric
Daniel
Jones, that was
Suarez,
Ross
Chase Elliott,
Chastain, you
and
idiot.
Kyle Larson rounding out the top 10. So Kyle
do you think of this
wins
finish?
stage 2. Can he hang on and win the race at Pocono?
Okay, this is a freezer.
Stage 1 and Stage 2 winner goes to DK.
Tell me what this is. Scout J. It's a meatball. Barriers appear to be from becoming your parents.
14 cars on the lead lap. 1 lap down, 2 lap down. About to start part 2 of this video.
And again, a lot stayed on the racetrack. Keselowski was the first off.
Restarts. The pushing and the helping down into turn 1 has to stop. At some points, you've got to make moves for yourself. If you're Ross Chastain, Blaney, Eric Jones, Hamlin, all those guys back there, you can't
Like
really
that
start.
Camaro.
You got to stop helping.